All right, what is up, YouTube? For you, this is crazy to me. So you know all that recent Blue Eyes support we got, you know, the bingo machine, the new Chaos Dragon, and things like that, that everybody swore on their mother you were going to have to play in Blue Eyes? Well, it doesn't evidently have to be the case, actually. We are looking at a first place OTS Championship deck profile. Now, I didn't get the report. He just sent me in the deck, sent in the side deck as well, said, hey, I won with this, and a lot of people were curious to know what was going on with his deck. So we're here to talk about why this duelist managed to get first place without any of the new support. Now, that says a lot about the game. You know, players kind of look at new support. They're like, oh, this is mandatory, you need this. Sure, it might work out for you, but if you're a dedicated duelist, you have a decent build, and you know what your matchups are going to be all day, you can still counterpick the metagame by adjusting what you already have without having to spend more money. Now, I'm sure all the Blue Eyes players are out there going to be looking at this and going, oh, he's playing a Morphage. We know. So, I do want to say thank you for sending this in. It means a lot, and I know the community will be extremely happy to see that Blue Eyes actually did something without support. Like, I don't know, if you've already spent this much money on alternatives, I don't blame you for not wanting to spend more money, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's ridiculous to make you be forced to want to commit more money to this, especially for Bingo Machine being a short print. Like, I'm not about that life. And I know a lot of other people don't want to go down that ridiculous path either. Like, if you can play without the new support, then your deck is fine. So, keep that in mind. Also, first off, 45 cards. Why? Well, looking at this, the way a lot of his ratios and stuff are breaking down, I almost feel that there were a lot of things he didn't want to draw, and that's fine. I think when you're playing something like Blue Eyes, obviously you're a deck that wants to go second. I don't know how many people try to tell me that they want to go first. It baffles me. Yeah, you can do really cool things going first, but sometimes your best strategy is going second. Now, this build, having played the Morphage, almost wants to go first. You've got to be able to capitalize on those strong plays, and remember, doesn't matter, Dragon down here is going to be the way that you're going to be resolving a lot of these. So for those of you that don't know, Galaxy Eye is doesn't matter Dragon. So you Xyz some of this on top of a level 8 Xyz monster. You know, you've got plenty of things that you can do. So you ship this guy out. You send 3 Dragon-type monsters with different names from your deck to the graveyard, then your opponent has to banish 3 monsters from their deck. Then detach material from this card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. He stands at an apex of 4,000. I mean, he's huge, but the fact that he gives you the ability to dump, which sets up for your initial combo. So, Archbrave Dragon, if this card is special summon from your graveyard, banish as many face-up soul and trap cards your opponent controls as possible, and this guy gets 200 attack and defense for each card banished. Once returned during the standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there this last turn, you can specials, or you can target one level 7 and level 8 dragon-type monster in your graveyard, except for Archbrave Dragon and special summon. So what you do is you end up using that effect to bring back Goliath. And Goliath says, monster effect, neither player can special summon monsters from the extra deck, except for Morphage monsters. Now this is crazy, because he does stand at a 2750 marker. And when your extra deck is locked off, you might have some potential problems trying to out this. Now, that's not saying that the Afterburner package or Widow Anchor can't take care of this. That's absolutely fine, because we know it can. But in other matchups where you might not be able to out this, you're going to have an incredibly bad time. So keep in mind that Goliath is a problem card for a lot of decks not being able to answer this. Like, 2750... on a crazy body, yeah, there's a lot to be said. Now, so we have 1 Goliath, 1 Archbrave. Now, we are playing triple copies of Ash Blossom. This is absolutely fine in the long run. I find that, especially in 45 cards, you kind of have to max this out. I think that this is, yeah, this is appropriate. Now, he's playing 3 copies of Blue Eyes Alternative. I have a love-hate relationship with this card, as do probably a lot of other Blue Eyes players. You can only fundamentally use one of these a turn. Playing multiple copies can hurt you, but if not, it just turns into a trade-in target. So keep that in mind when you're playing this and approaching this. Not alternatively a bad choice in the deck, but 3 copies here. We have 2 Dragon Spirit of White. Remember, this card always counts as a Blue Eyes card. If you send it off of Dragon trying to get to dump another one. And then basically you'll bring this out off of the stone, pop something on the end phase. It's almost what you've always had it for. Now this deck does play 1 copy of Effect Veiler. This is pretty standard because you can search it off of Sage with Eyes of Blue. You don't want to go too hand trap heavy with this deck. I feel if you go a little bit too hand trap heavy, you're going to just have bad hands and you need your deck to be able to flow. So 1 Veiler's fine. 1 copy Needlefire. Oh wait, 1 copy of Globe Bulb. This just makes Link Kribo, which would make you into hip. Oh wait, nope, restrictions. Huh. Interesting. I almost wonder if there was ever a time that Land Phonicus would have been something he would have considered. Now this deck is playing 1 Master with Eyes of Blue. So when this card is normal, summon target 1 level 1 Light Tuner in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can shuffle this card from your graveyard into the deck and then target 1 effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon 1 Blue Eyes from your graveyard. Other than the sent monster. And of course, you can only use this effect to master with Eyes of Blue once per turn. Who doesn't love being able to pick up their Effect Veiler or their Sage with Eyes of Blue for no reason? Also, being able to get back that free Blue Eyes White Dragon, once again for no real commitment, seems really good, right? 3 normal summon, search for a Effect Veiler or a Stone, and then you can discard this, target an effect monster, send it to the graveyard, and switch summon 1 Blue Eyes from your deck. Just turbo ability. I mean, Sage is pretty good for what he does, but sometimes he almost feels a little bit short. Triple the White Stone of Ancients. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card is from graveyard, banish it, special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck. I can't tell you guys how many times I've been Dragon Spirited Whited with this thing. 1 copy of the mandatory search for Blue Eyes White Dragon. 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course. The heart and soul of the deck. 2 copies Called by the Grave. You need to make sure your deck can play. 1 copy of Card of Consonance. Yeah, I don't want to play more than this. I think this is fine. The right ratio of Dragon Shrine to Foolish Barrel. Actually, this is fine. 1 copy of Monster Reborn. Reviving anything is pretty good. 1 copy of 1 for 1. Honestly, being able to bring this out is pretty good. 2 copies of Desires. Since the deck is 45 cards, you don't want to have this deck interfering with itself. I mean, if you banish 3 Blue Eyes in a 45 card deck off of Desires, well, you're just not bound to play. Regeki to break your opponent's board or bait out the Trigate. Triple Return of the Dragon Lords, because who doesn't love when your monsters can't be destroyed twice? And turn 1 Silver's Cry, bringing back normal Blue Eyes is pretty good. 1 Soul Charge. This is blowout written on a card in this deck. Being able to revive potentially 4 boss monsters is almost unfair in this deck. Triple Melody, the biggest Ash target in the world. Triple Trade-In, the biggest Ash target in the world. And 1 copy of We Like to Auto-Win Games. Now, the extra deck here is pretty standard. We have 1 Link Kribo, 1 Hip Hoshigan, 1 True King of All Calamities. If you can resolve this, you are going to blow your opponent out. I can't think of a deck right now that actually has a built-in out for this. Yeah, this card's actually really nuts right now. Moving on along, we have Doesn't Matter Dragon, 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Tachyon Dragon, 1 Cypher Dragon, and 1 Cypher Blade Dragon. In singles, we have 1 Stardust Spark, 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Cloud Castle, 2 Spirit Dragon, 1 Moonlight, and 1 Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. And then side deck here is pretty standard, actually. 3 Droll and Lockbird. Being able to shut off whatever your opponent's trying to do is actually really good. And I think a lot of people... There's a lot of love and hate for this, but honestly, this is fine. Triple Gamma Seal and 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Very interesting choices for this. I found this very interesting ratio here. Interesting to take note. 2 copies of Mind Control, moving something hazardous out of your opponent's field onto your own seems pretty good. Triple Twin Twister for back row, and triple Evenly Matched, because we really hate Sky Striker. Now, I will say, this is very interesting for Blue Eyes. I know a lot of people are going to look at this and probably question a couple of choices. That's absolutely fine, but this did win its OTS Championship this weekend. And congratulations, Blue Eyes players. It goes to show that you don't have to spend an arm and a leg in the current format to have some sort of success. So bear that in mind. So guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this pretty crazy awesome deck actually. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Do Sereno. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.